Wow. That feels weird hearing that again, huh? Welcome back to Trevor Has Friends.
Welcome back.
Today in studio, I don't know if you can tell, there's a pretty fucking sweet echo where I'm sitting. We are in the Savage Henry Comedy Club, brand new to listeners at least. I don't know. And in the studio, in front of a live audience, if you can believe it, hear it or not. We've got Matt Redbeard and our guest Key Manharder or just Keyharder.
The man's in there now. You can't dial back from Manharder.
You put the man in Key Manharder. Key Harder. His name is Key. So it might sound weird saying it repeatedly, but not a nickname or anything like that. Full-blown Key.
Well, I'm telling you right now, there's no man harder than me right now. By the way Trevor's dressed, I've been looking at his legs all day.
Yep. I look like a parrot head, supposedly. All I know is I look like a goddamn rock star.
You smell like a goddamn rock star.
Yep, it's stale piss and cocaine.
Well, I was talking about the energy drink. It's just all chemically.
Yeah.
Fucking weird tasting.
Yeah, I smell like a sugar crash, for sure. For those of you who don't know, this is Trevor Has Friends. It's been a while since that Stain song came out. And
I thought you were going to say it's just been a while since you've had friends, like they all left you for a bit.
that is for sure.
Well, here's the thing with Trevor is he leaves them.
I do leave them. I leave them in different area codes.
Yeah.
I'm like Ludacris, but I have to push people away.
How many area codes do you have friends?
A lot. All over
Really?
California, Michigan.
All of Michigan? You're friends with all of Michigan?
Just the Rock City parts.
Okay, cool. Right on. Okay.
Just like the mitt, not that weird, like, dangly bit. No
Yeah.
one fucking
No,
cares
yeah,
about.
the island of Michigan.
Does
the
that
floater.
does that include Kid Rock?
It kind of does, yeah.
Nice.
Just because, like, the Detroit Rock City, like, he's a legacy child of the area.
Yeah.
And so that's where he gets his name. Obviously.
Same thing with Insane Clown Posse. You know those guys?
Yeah, where are they from?
Michigan.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're known for that hatchet. Like I said, some differences with the show. It's been a while. We're talking about friends who've gone away. Trevor Has Friends now has a reputation of co-hosts moving away, and so now our my regular co-host for this show shall be Mr. Matt Redbeard.
Yeah, it was about damn time.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. It was about time that Trevor realized that all of his other friends, they're all assholes. They all leave.
They all
You know what I
leave.
mean? I'm not going anywhere.
I'm thinking about going. This conversation's like really making Eugene sound nice.
Yeah, he is already fumbling with his keys in his pocket.
Yeah.
just waiting to go.
Yeah, and Eugene's a pretty cool guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's chill.
He's gonna move in with Eugene. They've been together for a while.
He has a house in Compton. It's gonna be real rough for me.
Ooh.
They're gentrifying at one
House at a
homosexual
time.
couple at a time. No, yeah. So loyal fans, those two of you, maybe if I'm listening to this podcast, will know that my first co-host, James, formerly Stephen Couture, moved back to Michigan. He's actually going to surprise us. He's going to be here next weekend.
You ruined the surprise.
It's not even a surprise. It's on
Yeah,
Facebook.
they made a poster.
Yeah, his name and face are on it. And Jeff Ward, my other co-host, has moved to the Bay Area. He is now poor but happy. I guess he's always been poor, but now it's okay to be poor since he's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like everyone else.
He's like everyone else, and he has to bike and walk everywhere he wants to go.
Does he ride a bike?
He rides a bike.
No
He's
shit.
pretty hardcore with the bike riding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew?
I didn't.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I wasn't convinced that guy could like spell a bike. You know what I mean?
No, he can't even smell a bike.
Ooh. Yeah, it was that when that truck hit him
Yeah.
in the face.
Yeah, he's had a big fear of that bike. Like since that bike truck hit him, he was like his fear of bikes. You'd think he'd be of trucks.
Yeah.
But it was the bikes that toppled on him that caused the fear.
Yeah, yeah. And he lost his nose.
I mean, Batman wasn't afraid of wells, and that was like the real problem there, right?
Yeah.
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 It's just like Batman's trigger is pearl beads just flying everywhere.
Pearl necklace.
Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, now we're here. Now we got Matt Redbeard, who has been a forever local of Humboldt.
Woof.
So it's going to be a real challenge watching him move away now. But I'm glad we got you while we can.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Key, you're a guest. I'm really thankful to have you here as not reoccurring, but
Okay, I see.
I guess
see
you can
how
come
it
back.
is.
We'll
No,
see how you fucking do this time. I mean, a guest for the reoccurrence of the show, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you for being a friend. It's a new theme, and
We're just singing all the theme songs of TV shows.
with the word
Friend
in
or
it.
welcome back or
Cotter.
Cotter.
So you thought that life is gonna be this way? Clap, 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 clap. My hands are tied right now.
I don't know how you're talking through that ball gag I put in earlier.
I can push it to the side with my tongue. I can use my tongue really well because I'm half Mexican, and I've rolled my R's enough to strengthen the muscle in my
Can
tongue.
you speak Spanish?
No, but I can read it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
Just out loud. I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
for sure.
But
Yeah.
like, I know uno.
Yeah, you know the enye instead of just
I
en?
know the enye. In Spanish they don't call it the hashtag. They call it the pound sign, star. You know, there's the other buttons on a phone, and stuff like that. Key, you've never heard of this fucking podcast. Trevor Has Friends is a Cards Against Humanity variant. I actually bought brand new cards. Can you hear this?
How hard was that?
Can you hear
Ooh, those
It's
sounds.
the sound of a box of cards.
How hard was that for you to do? Like, how hard was it to rationalize buying anything that wasn't a magic card?
I was telling myself I was investing in my future.
Nice.
It
Nice.
was like, this was when we were starting to re-record Trevor Has Friends the last time. And like, this is going to be good when we fucking do the podcast again. And then it never happened again for a couple months. But they just out here, we cracked these open. These are brand new cards. You can sniff them. Go ahead.
Yeah,
take
man.
Take a whiff.
Smell like chemicals.
That is made of products known to the state of California to cause cancer.
Already had it. One and done.
Really? You had cancer?
And you're sure you haven't been on Trevor Has Friends?
And you're bringing us to us now? No, I'm just kidding. We knew you had cancer. Had cancer. You are in remission, correct?
Yes.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Wow, I'm really bringing up the mood here. Super fun.
Hey, as long as the mood's going up and not the cell count, right? Oh.
Hey.
No, Key's a goddamn survivor, so that's really cool. It's a survivor's tale. You ever like walk out of the cancer ward and like have survivor's guilt or anything like that?
I mean, normally I was like wheeled out.
Oh yeah.
You know. So
But you just go by some of the rooms and see the nurses shake their heads slowly, like an old about to retire cop. Like, it's not easy seeing this happen. Like stuff like that.
I mean, the worst part is when I just hear them muttering, "Oh, should have been Key."
Wow.
I mean, that was like
that's like a HIPAA violation. You know what? You just don't know that they're angry at their set of keys. Like those fucking nurses walk around like goddamn janitors, jingling all over the goddamn place. Maybe they're just mad at their keys, man, not at you. Hopefully, unless you're an awful patient, just like a 10 on the pain scale, and they're like, fuck that guy. Yeah. Hey, Matt, how's your health?
It's awful. Are you kidding me? It's terrible, man. My teeth keep falling out. I can't feel my either of my pinky toes.
Your tinky toes?
My tinky toes, dude.
Those are the aluminum
Boy,
ones.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
You had installed the other day?
Yeah. I'm still trying to I'm still trying to stop drinking bleach.
Yeah, that one's pretty hard.
Yeah, man. Just trying to rationalize it anymore. It's so expensive.
It is.
Everything's so expensive these days.
Especially when
You know what I mean?
You can mix it with water. And
That's the thing is I hate water.
Yeah.
There's nothing more disgusting than H2O.
You know how like to quit cigarettes instead of smoking, people choose like Nicorette gum and stuff like
Sure.
that? Well, to wean yourself off of drinking bleach, Tide Pods.
Really?
Yes, they are
Really?
fantastic. They've been working for me.
Yeah.
I'm down to 3 a day.
Wow. Do you eat them?
Oh yeah, you chew the shit out of those.
Oh, nice. So you
Yeah.
have to chew them. I always imagine that it would like dissolve. But
I-
then it also seems like too much. And I like the idea of something exploding into my mouth.
Tide
You know what
Pods
I
just
mean?
kind of like they seem like vaping to me. Like it's just too trendy.
For
you know?
sure.
Like I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
a little bit of a douche.
Yeah, for
when I have
sure.
like maybe like at my house I'll like have one, but I just can't go in public and eat Tide Pods anymore.
No,
That's
yeah, you
fair.
still have to like hide your shame for sure. It's just, yeah, I get it. Like, you don't want to do it on a public bus or something like that, but yeah, you can pop in one or two while you're walking around outside. You know, when you're not in a confined space with someone.
I look at it as a fun Hot Pocket. That's what it looks like. A cold, fun Hot Pocket.
Yeah, or like a toaster strudel
Ooh.
with the frosting packet already
Ooh,
inside it.
already inside, dude. Stuffed
Yeah.
with fucking ooey gooey frosting.
Yum and chewy. Yeah. Oh my god. All right, so I think we should get this ball on a roll. Like I said, I bought the expansion packs for Cards Against Humanity because we were starting to run into some subjects and answers already, and people are already starting to hate Cards Against Humanity, so we're just going to be a step behind everyone and just
For sure.
yeah, it's our first expansion.
Yeah.
How could you get tired of it?
Yeah, exactly.
So let us take a quick break. Matt, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
You remember how to play this game?
I totally remember how to play.
Thank God. All right,
All
we're going
right.
to take a quick break. Key and I are going to get your cards lined up, and we're going to come back and do a thing. You got it. Yeah, we're back. Matt, we got your cards.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So, are you fucking ready?
I'm always ready.
I want to keep eyeing because I'm madman. What an asshole. I'm talking about myself. Sorry. Let's get these cards. Key, do you want to go ahead and read them? So your black card here.
Yes, my plan. I fucked that up, didn't I? I'm trying a new voice, not working. My plan for world domination begins with
Blank. The hiccups.
Oh man! Well, every time I hiccup, after like the third or fourth hiccup, I just puke the devil, Cthulhu, and all the demons out. You know what I mean? So like normally what I do is I sit back and I plug my nose and I think real deep. I was like, oh, is this gonna happen again? Am I gonna be embarrassed in the Kmart again by puking up all these demons because I fucking ate something spicy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you guys hiccup when you eat something spicy?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Always.
But now I've gotten to the point where I'm just okay with it. There's worse things to be in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than the bringer of doom.
Yeah, you could be like one of those people who farts in an elevator.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Woof. Tell me about it. I did that once. Straight up pooped out a level 7 internet ghost. Woof, dude. Just gave everyone windworm.
So what drove you from embarrassment to plots of world domination?
Pretty much, I realized that I realized I don't like humanity. You know what I mean?
That's understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't enjoy it. The only aspects of it I enjoy. I like the show Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
I like that.
Off the air.
Whoa. This guy's hiccuping up demons. You think you want to surprise him with the information?
Yeah, what do you think? I'm watching Oz, you know? which is how I got the demon, by the way, from watching Oz. Be careful when eating cups and noodles and watching your favorite HBO series, because it will give you demon gut. And when you have demon gut, nobody wants to be your friend. You know what I mean?
No, definitely.
You know what I mean? And I also, my other plans for world domination, I just look at the worlds I've already dominated, you know, like the world of Taco Bell. I dominate that every night, every afternoon and every night, you know what I mean?
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, definitely ate a bunch of those, you know. World Peace, not so much. You know what I mean? Like,
that one's a hard one to dominate for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to bring peace through dominance.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not really a great plan, but it's the only plan I have. Either that or just like you know. I've also thought about just starting a fire. Starting a fire in my house.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like in my house.
Start local, you know?
Yeah, I'll I realize my toenails are very flammable, just through like osmosis. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about osmosis?
I know about flammable toenails, but I can put the two
I know
together.
about osmosis.
Do you know
Jones.
about osmosis? Yeah. See, the thing about osmosis is it hates the sound of singing. All right? Then once somebody starts singing, man, my toenails, woo, they get real flammable, all right?
Toasty.
So
One time I puked a dog, right?
Yeah?
And then I just was stuck with a dog.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm much more of an aardvark person, you know?
Yeah.
It's the first word in the dictionary. I have other plans for world domination, but it definitely begins with my hiccups.
It does. Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes a good sneeze will shake all the spiders loose. You know what I mean? And that's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. I think the only bad part of your plan, I guess, like, now that you're advertising it to people, is just that they'll just try to scare you.
Yeah.
To get rid of
the
your world
hiccups.
domination.
Hey, that's not a bad move. Okay.
I mean, you're kind of surrounded by demons like constantly. Once you get used to that, like how do people scare you successfully? Still?
You know, just fucking. Do you know what scares me?
I asked.
Yeah, you know what scares me is honesty. Okay, nothing's gonna get rid of my my hiccups more than you telling me that something like whatever I'll say behind your back, I'll say to your face. You know,
Oh, wow.
like that kind of stuff.
Then you have no reason to ever be concerned about me.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Yeah, I appreciate that. Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, I'm not just trying to say like hiccups is my only plan. Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, coffee cups. Water cups with no water in it. That's fucking. We've already established that.
Like a red Solo cup.
Yeah, exactly. A red Solo cup. I'll probably end up. The rad part about Solo cups is you get a drink and a meal. You know that plastic's so thin. I just grind through it.
You know my problem with Solo cups?
What?
You can't buy just one of them.
I know that's some bullshit.
It's
Yeah,
some fucking false
advertising. Hey, Solo cups, go fuck yourself.
We're
You know
gonna
what I mean?
sue you.
Yeah.
I think it's just the brand.
Do you think it's just?
Oh, it's a Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you saying it's like a Band-Aid thing? Like you're
Band-Aid,
confusing the brand name with, you know.
Yeah, someone
what
does that. Hey, man, can you pass me a Solo? Do you mean a Cub? Whatever, nerd. You know what I fucking meant. Yeah, here's your Solo.
The fun part about Solo cups, too, is like when I do puke, that's what I'm normally puking into, you know. I'm puking up. Not only am I puking up demons, but you know, the motor oil I had in the cup.
Reduced, reused, recycle.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, recycle is the last thing you should be doing. Okay, let's reuse these cups. You know, you can wear them as a hat. You know, you could put other liquids in them. You know, you can organize. You know, your penny collection inside of them.
Just imagining him wearing red Solo cups as a hat and starting a really shitty Devo cover band.
You know what'd be rad though is having a pound of Jerry Garcia's shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think if you wanted to be like the ultimate hippie, like the ultimate deadhead, that's my real plan for world domination is just a pound of Jerry Garcia's shit.
Can we go back to this Devo cover band
topic?
Just wanted to throw out, we're wearing the Solo cups, just have it like Solo, but like kind of pronounced so it's the same. Like
Solo
a little bit like
Devo?
a little bit different inflection.
Wow.
I'm sorry though I had to bring us back for like
No, that's good.
No,
bit,
that's good. That's fucking great. Would all of the songs be drink themed? Other things you could put Sip it good.
Drink that cup.
Tilt it to your mouth. Drink up all your stuff.
Okay, the audience member is back. We should stop.
We're doing this now. That's the rest of the podcast is just us covering Devo.
Devo songs.
It's not world domination. It's we were taking over the
World of plastic cups.
and the radio waves.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
People will be pirating it by putting 2 cups with a string and just like sending it through the wire. Oh, great. That was fantastic.
Yeah, man.
I forgot how good you are so at riffing and stuff like that. So,
well, you know, when you have as little actual things to say as I do, but you also have the propensity to not shutting the fuck up, sometimes some weird shit comes out. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're masking your emotions with improv.
Yeah, man. Just in veiled threats of hiccuping, hiccups.
Yeah, and Matt's been saying he's been feeling sick pretty today, so now that he's talking about vomiting, I'm like kind of concerned he's telling the truth because he's in front of the computer.
Dude, my nose just reeks of bile. You know what I mean? You know those ones?
Better than a bloody nose, I guess.
Yeah, I had a bloody nose once. I've literally had one bloody nose in my life.
Yeah.
And everyone told, like, I did the whole thing like they do in the movies where you just, like, tilt your head back and just choked on, like, 40 gallons of fucking blood.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, man.
Also, what kind of blessed life do you live? Like, how do you have depression when you've only had one bloody nose? Like, that is my dream. That is like the peak of luxury is to stop having bloody noses.
Well, yeah.
You only have a bloody nose because of the cancer.
I'm
pretty sure that's like how anyone finds out they have cancer. That there's a handkerchief, and you cough, or in this case, sneeze, and there's just blood in it, and you're like, I have to go to a doctor.
Yeah, I had a formal dinner not long beforehand. Cough, blood.
Yeah.
I should have known how like dressed up and Victorian everyone was. That this was the end of my days.
Yeah,
Well,
excuse me, I must go.
If seeing blood is your only like equation to having cancer, you must think you have cancer every time you look into the toilet before you flush it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. What boosh?
But then I think I'm cured. I'm like, goodbye, cancer. And I flushed it all away.
Face it and flush it away.
I never had a bloody nose, but I have sneezed blood onto
More
I was in
blood.
class, and I sneezed, and I got blood all over my English book, and then I felt my nose, and it was completely dry.
But,
Like,
yeah.
it's just that one time.
Yeah,
Cool.
that wasn't a sneeze. That's called blood splatter.
Yeah, maybe I had like a big old cyst in my mouth that popped
Yeah.
at that moment.
Or you were just stabbing that kid in front of you with a fucking pencil.
Oh, I fucking wish. I had a lot of enemies in English class because they never let me sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
You couldn't sleep in your English class?
No, because like they thought I was on drugs.
Because you were sleeping?
Yeah, I was just super tired.
See, when I think of people being on drugs, I automatically go to meth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I automatically go to meth, so like I'm like,
Like
you know?
nowadays, if you see a sleepy person, heroin.
Yeah, for sure.
But back in high school, back in the early 2000s, you were on drugs. You were having fun.
Yeah. You were. You know?
Like cocaine was always what I assumed. I guess I just come from a little bit more of a coke household than like you guys do.
For sure.
Yeah,
Like
but
you
you
come
really-
from more.
Oh,
of a
there's
meth
been a lot of meth
household.
in my household.
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, dude, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Meth, crank, any kind of like bad upper that like, well, even cocaine involves a lot of gasoline and slave labor. So I guess even that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so does Toyota.
Ooh,
They're
true.
Japanese. They have,
It's true.
they have slaves in Japan?
Toyota. This episode brought to you by Toyota, the cocaine of cars.
Yeah.
Man,
Fucking
I'm
bring back
like-
work to Detroit.
I'm throwing like some really big libel around that I have no evidence for.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I have like no supporting evidence.
do you
And
like my new
claims
Toyota?
against
Oh, you mean your slavery
multi-million-dollar
car?
companies.
Hey man, when I think Prius, I think cokehead. You know. Okay, cool. You want to go next, Trevor?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay,
We're like I said, we got new cards, so we're gonna take a quick break, get cards ready for moi. That's Spanish for me, and we'll be right back. You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
I
got it.
got it.
Key actually has.
He literally has it.
Yeah.
The doctor walked into the office, and Key's like, well, what are the results? And the doctor's like, you got it.
True story. Very depressing.
Right.
Oh my god.
I feel
dude.
bad because like I keep bringing up your cancer, but then
But not as often as I do.
exactly
Every
folks. If you have not seen Key do comedy, man, does he make a horrible situation sound?
if
real
you
good.
haven't seen me try to get out of tipping and get free desserts, you're not.
Does it get you free desserts?
It got me like a free root beer float,
Nice.
right after I got out of the hospital, and that
Man.
was like it. Also, like all the hospital food was free, but like it tasted like it was free.
For sure. Yeah.
So like
yeah.
it was that level.
When
of
you think
cool.
it can't get any worse, then they wheel in the Jello. You know.
Key and I did a show in Crescent City where there was a really disgruntled man whose house had just burned down. You know, California was on fire for a while.
Yeah.
His not related to that. I was listening into the
Oh no, his
conversation.
it was
was
Crescent City. His was
Getting
definitely
to
meth
that.
related.
I was getting to that, but he was a really disgruntled man, and he kept talk about your house burning down and losing everything because we're trying to make people laugh and have fun. And Key was up, and he was like, I can't do that. But I am going to talk about my cancer.
Yeah. No, I think my exact words were like, I mean, I'll try to get to those jokes, but right now I'm trying to talk about what it's like to have cancer, so maybe you'll give me the space. Dude just took his housewarming party way too seriously. That's
He was a big old turd about it.
Man, I'm not trying to be off topic, but this microphone that Durant uses, woo! Man, it smells like nuts, dude. Just
Yeah.
straight ball sack, bro.
Yeah, it's because
And then it's like he sprayed like Axe or something into it to like cover the ball smell.
I don't know if that's the main microphone, but like our open mic was last night here, and you know, like half of the amateur comedians just do those dick jokes. I mean,
Oh,
he
for
went,
sure.
like,
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I don't do open mics often, because I'm not trying to get herpes on my lips. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get.
Where are
Just
you
on
trying
your
to get herpes?
keep those herps where they belong.
Yeah, man. Who could it? I mean, things can suck for people, but like ass herpes wouldn't be that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's an excuse to like not like you know.
Are you scratching your ass? Yeah, it's the herpes.
Yeah, it's the herpes,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Oh, cool.
Now, if you just
My
do that to
bad.
get into an itch, you're fucking weird. You have the herpes. Like, all right, I understand. Here's a medical condition.
There is this one time when me and Durant were doing whippets, and we just had
And
the crack.
shooting guns.
Yeah, we just had the cracker, you know, and we broke the balloon. So Chris was just doing like a dry hit.
Oh my
and like
God.
I don't know if you've ever done a whip it before, but you know how like the metal gets super cold, so it just like stuck to his lip, and you're just like so high, but like you think you got it together when you do a whip it, you totally think you got it together, you know. And he went to rip, and it ripped a chunk of his like lip skin off, right? But the whole for like 2 weeks, he just looked like he had wicked herpes, you know. And we were driving in the van, and this dude Zeke was driving the van, and Chris, we had like partied all night, so like Chris was trying to sleep, you know, and Zeke was driving, and he kept fucking with him, and he kept looking at it. Just like looking at his lips super hard, and Chris is like, "Dude, it's not herpes, all right." I was doing whippets, and Zeke looked at me like, "Your dick doing whippets too, Chris?" That's what everything I just said. That's exactly what this mic smells like, dude.
Well, I'm glad that I have this microphone.
Yeah, man.
And I'm glad that Key has the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's lay it on him.
We got the. So,
You ready, Trevor?
Yeah, as I'll ever be.
Okay.
okay. Question:
Answer.
what are those whales singing about? Answer: you don't have to answer. It's a 55-gallon drum of lube.
Wait, what?
What are those whales singing about? A
55
55-gallon drum of lube.
Okay, I thought the card also read, "You do not have to answer." Like you're sliding over a card.
Trevor, do not talk during your podcast.
Like you're at a house party and they're playing Cards Against Humanity, and someone slides the card out. Like, you don't have to play if you don't.
If you're at a house party and you're playing Cards Against they're playing Cards Against Humanity, you should probably just leave the Mormon church.
And it's not.
You know what I mean?
2014.
Yeah, you
And
should
it's not-
probably.
There was an 8-month window where it was like kind of okay.
Yeah.
If you were already drunk.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure. Like, hey, kid, room Springo was pretty tight, right? You should probably just go back home with your folks, you know?
just sliding over like a wooden dowel, like, carve something with that.
But
All
yeah,
right.
Trevor, what are those whales singing about that 55-gallon drum of lube?
All right, so when it comes to like pollution in the oceans, there's been a lot of plastics, but what people don't talk about are the other liquids that we dump into the ocean. So it's oils, it's sewage, but the worst of all, after a hot Miami day, it's gallons and drums of lube that just wig out. And this is, I'm talking about like a large amount of lube. Like there's no amount of Dawn soap that will save the animals trapped in the lube that enters our oceans every day. And the hard part about it is just like when fish and orcas and dolphins and especially whales have to go through the sludge, it just makes their life awful. There have been scenes, there's videos of people trying to do whale spotting, and there's lubes in the ocean, and you can tell because when they try to breach and jump up out of the water, it's so lubricated they fly into orbit.
I mean, I've seen those videos. Like, they do look pretty hot, though. Like,
Yeah.
the lube's doing its job.
Yeah, whenever you see like if they flip their tail out of the water, the sea marine equivalent of twerking, the whale tail just flapping around.
Yeah.
Like when that's covered in lube, it's amazing. It's glistening.
So is the position you're taking the whales are singing a song of sorrow about the lube?
They are singing, because they're just shooting their way out of orbit
For sure.
because of how lubricated.
Woof.
Because like the water is lubricant enough.
Yeah.
Like if you run out of lube in bed, just spit. You know.
I did read a story about something that happened. You brought up Miami. I did read a story about that whale that accidentally, he just thought he was going to get beached, but as soon as he hit the beach, he woke up in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I know what you're saying.
It just
yeah.
fucking flew by.
Yeah.
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 And it sucks because Greenpeace, whenever they hang out on the beaches, try to push whales back.
Yeah.
But as soon as that dude flew right by,
Yeah.
they gave up.
Green peas or green peas?
Greenpeace, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought you said, but I also didn't want to eliminate the idea that the green peas have a stance.
It's good for the soil.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
When you have a beached whale die on your farm, you're like, mother, there's gonna be a good crop this season. Yeah, it's just really shitty. The porn's amazing though. When it comes to whales.
Really?
Yes.
I have a confession to make about all this lube.
Yeah.
Part of it's my fault. I ordered like the wrong consistency, and it's impossible to return that. So like, if you take it to the dump, you're gonna have to like go pay like
exorbitant
40 bucks. Yeah, exorbitant, like excessive prices that one cannot afford. So like, really, I think it's Amazon's fault.
For sure.
When you talk about consistency, are you talking about like the grade of lube, like kind of like how sandpaper has different grades?
More like the fact that when you're getting through it, it starts getting like way too slippery. Like it's just like, and the first part, it's just clumpy, and I mean, I know it says shake well, but it's a 55-gallon drum. It's hard to like shake that properly when you're trying to get in the moment.
Yeah. Especially when you ordered like 12 barrels, 12 drums.
Yeah.
Well,
Baker's dozen, right there.
It says shake
13.
well.
13. Yeah, that's right.
That's the brand of lube is Shake Well.
Ooh.
Obviously, it's their solo series.
I like Astroglide.
Astroglide.
Yeah, because it has the word ass in it.
That's the stuff that sends the whales into space. Yeah.
How many whales has this affected?
About 6.
6 whales.
Yeah.
On recorded.
So what does it sound like? Like what does the singing actually sound like?
Well, a typical whale song.
Yeah. Rolling in the deep blue. Yeah. Rolling with the big blue.
But when it comes to whales singing about lube, in time of crisis,
yes,
it just.
I can see the difference.
It just like shoots away.
No, for sure.
Yeah. And then you have to run in, like, it runs into problems when it comes to older whales affected with this.
Yeah.
The whale female who she's past her menopause and she can't self-lubricate as well, and they hit those patches of lube and
confuses her whole system.
So it's helping some whales out.
It's like being young again for sure.
Yeah.
But you have to grow old enough to be benefited. So like all these baby whales, luckily they don't shoot off into space.
Fucking millennials, dude.
I mean, they hop into the atmosphere. True. Usually, like I've heard of one that landed in a lake. That's going to be a problem.
It's like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
Into the lakes of Michigan and stuff like that. Float up the Amazon River and they just
write the next great American novel.
Yeah.
What happens to the whales once they get into space? Can a whale survive the vacuum of space?
They can. It's just really depressing. It's suicide.
Okay.
Like they could, but they don't.
Okay. So what is
see in space? No one can hear you. Ooh.
Yeah.
No one can hear you sing.
Is there any sea life? Did I already ask if any sea life is benefiting from the lube?
We've discussed it. We've only discussed it in whales.
Many crustaceans who've been married over 5 years.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Nice. Finally, like putting some spice back into that. Burrito, you know what I mean?
It's not going to save it, but like
it's going to prolong. It's going to prolong the inevitable, but at the same time, you're still fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to fuck? You know?
Yeah. I love fucking crabs.
Yeah, dude.
That's why I have so many.
It makes sea cucumbers very fuckable.
I mean, and honestly, they were already fuckable.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
They make them fuckable.
I would say the sea cucumber, even though I'm not specifically into it, the sea cucumber is probably the most fuckable of the sea creatures.
Of the
Not
cucumbers.
A manatee, nature's mermaid.
Well, here's the thing, though, is like you could probably stick your dick in an anemone, You know, just like one of those with the
spiky
arms.
ones?
Yeah. Or that's an urchin.
Oh.
Get your sea creatures together. You know what I mean?
I can't. They're sliding over all this fucking lube.
They're not like young vagabonds in the Victorian era. Like, not sea urchins.
They're not urchins, dude. We're not on the plaza, okay?
We hate them. They're an enemy.
Yeah, man, that was good. That was good.
Man, it's hard to sing about lube when you're a goddamn whale.
Well, yeah, you know. Yeah, dude. Okay.
But it is easy to sing about lube when you're one of Trevor's friends, which he has.
Hey, you're calling it back.
Podcast.
You know, I don't. I'm not a lube user. I don't use the lube. I don't like having stuff on my skin.
I used to sell lube.
Really?
Yeah.
At the fuck palace.
I worked at it was called the Pleasure Center, sir.
Yeah.
Get it right. Yeah, we had all kinds of lube: numbing lube, tasty lube, regular
Interesting.
lube.
How
friend of
numb?
mine made some weed
How
lube.
numb are we talking?
How numb? It was meant for buttholes. So
Oh.
like really numb, like put your kids to sleep numb. You know.
Woof.
I didn't mean that in a way that you fuck your kids, but like you rub it on their forehead and they just pass out or something.
You said it was meant
That's how
for
lube works in my
buttholes.
head.
We have to put the disclaimer on here. Trevor Has Friends, once again, does not endorse fucking kids.
No, you
or
fuck
kid
'em on your own
college.
time. You don't
kid
fuck 'em
fucking
during my
college. Yeah,
podcast,
not during the
goddamn it.
podcast. Get out of here, you fucking creep.
Yeah.
You know?
If my phone has a goddamn vibrate, one more fucking time for an Amber Alert, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Man, yeah, we don't want to ruin the podcast with a fucking Amber Alert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that'd be terrible. I do not condone that.
You do not condone Amber Alerts, or
Yeah, Amber Alerts are pretty awful.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Given the circumstances.
yeah, no, for sure,
I mean,
they suck.
The alternative is just kind of let it sort itself out, though.
Yeah, I guess you want to find them alive.
Well, here's the deal: is the abduction rate in the last 60 years hasn't changed, regardless of Amber Alerts or not. It's always the same demographic of person taking the kid.
Well, yeah, because if anyone's gonna harm your child or you, I guess it doesn't mean to be a child in general. It's gonna be someone you know. So, children, if you're listening to this podcast, don't
Know
trust your
anyone.
parents.
Yeah,
Don't know
only hang
anyone.
out with strangers.
Yes,
Your
stranger
most-
danger is a lie conducted by parents who want to molest and steal their children.
Exactly. Statistically, because I can't say that word. Statistically, you are more likely to like a stranger's fine. All these years I've been telling you, don't talk to strangers. Talk to the strangers.
I mean,
Yeah.
statistically, you're more likely to be killed by a cow than a tiger, based on like deaths per year.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like we should probably put another disclaimer. We do not condone what we are saying ever.
I don't condone anything.
Yeah. I don't-
Ever.
I just want to say that stranger danger is dumb because if you are in a time of crisis, you call 911. Who's on the other line?
Yeah, it's not
A
your
fucking
mom.
stranger.
Yeah.
It's someone you
Just
don't
call more cops until one you know shows up.
know.
Yeah.
Each
And
time.
also, who wants the cops at their house under any circumstances? You know what
No
I mean?
one.
Yeah, exactly.
No one.
I mean,
So, quit.
Who needs cops with guns when you have fucking lube? You know?
yeah.
And
I feel
pukey-
like that's
and-
Bringing
something
it back. We're
Yeah.
taking it back.
Yeah.
to
the only
lube.
thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is lube.
Is a good guy with lube.
a neutral person with lube.
The only thing that's going to stop a bad guy with a gun is a sad whale stuck in lube.
Everyone, drop your guns and help this whale.
What would the whale alert be called? Like, we have Amber Alerts. What would the fucking beluga alert?
It would be the whale, right?
Yeah, dude. Whale.
Do you hear that? That's the whale. There's a whale in trouble.
It looked like a whale. Last seen in an ocean, probably.
It's like a disgruntled detective coming up to a whale body. Whale. We needed a whale.
All right, Key. You think you get the gist?
I think I get the gist.
Okay.
You understand
all right.
this? We're we're trying to get a hold of this too. So we're going to take a quick break. Key is going to pop his Trevor Has Friends cherry, and then he's going to read some cards.
Yeah.
You guys,
Okay.
you ready?
I'm
right,
ready to
all right.
squish that cherry.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
We got it.
Oh,
You
us
got it.
Us, the new Jordan Peele movie. It was okay.
Did you go see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it with. We did a double date. Me, Jessica, Josh, and Anna.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
It was cool. Josh and Anna had saw it already, so they liked. Because obviously there's like a crazy thing at the end, not like a big twist or something.
For sure.
Like same thing. How Get Out. Like, oh shit! Now if I watch that again, knowing what I know, so they were doing that while we were watching it for the first time, and like, it was still really fucking intense.
So they've already spent like $60 seeing the movie.
Yeah, because they loaded up on food and snacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
Too. Like, man, they love the movie.
Man, Josh Barnes loves eating food in dark rooms.
And what?
Dark rooms.
Dark worms.
Rooms.
Oh, and dark rooms.
Excuse me, I still have a fat kid list, and my tongue's too big for my mouth. Okay.
I think we all do. Like my ritual, I just turn off all the lights in my room, turn on some candles, sit in front of a mirror, and then not eat.
Yeah. I have this.
You don't at that point.
Yeah, I have this thing where like if I'm eating, not only are the lights on, but I turn the flashlight on my phone and just blare it into my eyes while I'm chewing, so I feel comfortable. You know.
I like we have those equal yet opposite rituals.
Yin yang, bro. Yin and yang, dude. Yin yang twins. You know. What? You know. All right.
I was talking to the other Matt at work about how he pretended he didn't know what a yin yang was. Like, oh, the twins.
Dude, that's right. Dude, that's what he does to me every time I see him. Dude.
That's just how he communicates.
Yeah, that's just how he talks. Dude.
He whispers to someone, "I'm getting on his level." All right, Key.
Yeah.
You've been sitting here with mucho anticipation.
It's so exciting seeing someone new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Trevor Has Friends had a reputation for a short while of getting like
Ruining people's careers.
Comics in the local area and stuff like that. And I'm really excited because you are newer to the scene, so I'm glad that you're here.
My career needs to be ruined. I've gotten too big. I've gotten on a podcast in the third seat.
Yeah. Oh, we also didn't fucking say who you were. Wow, this is really terrible.
Oh, man.
Key, not only is Key like a newer local comic in the area, but you're the social media, not social media, but you're the one running like the website and the YouTube channel for
I'm like
right?
I've started uploading as of today. Started uploading
April 1st.
stand-up comedies. Yeah, no. The joke is that we actually ever did this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why.
The joke is my entire fucking life.
When I used to have that job, that was my first job with the magazine, and we coined the term new media manager.
Oh.
Which is an old term. That's an old '90s term.
So
when people realize, there's the internet
before a Twitter.
Exactly.
The like not actually that new media manager. The like kind of old at this point media manager.
Yeah. And I highly suggest the term overlord or czar. You could be fucking .czar, czar.com.
I mean, Czar is really good, mostly because that way I'll always be like the final card of when we're like going and talking about like job titles, like most memorable, go last. It's either that or be the aardvark.
Aardvark, dude.
Or both. Aardvark, Thomas Ard.
You'll never go wrong with an aardvark czar, dude.
Yeah.
Please.
Zardvark.
Zardvark.
I think the word has lost its meaning now, but I'm pretty sure Czar starts with a C, right?
It does.
Okay. You got me there, Key. You got me there.
I am a terrible Jew. I'm like, I've been to temple like maybe a dozen times.
Maybe a dozen.
Who's to say? Who keeps count of every time you do Passover? Yeah. Which, you guys excited for Passover? We're doing a big show.
Ecstatic, dude.
Dude, we are doing like this huge show. It sounds like all day Passover. You know, just marketing calendars. You know, it's Passover, the 20th of April. And like, I don't know why they're making this big deal about Passover at the comedy club, but people like are all excited for this show on April 20th.
Yeah, I call it pass out over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's like a religious show because like when I got the invite, it was just like picture of a leaf, picture of fire. And I'm like, yeah, the burning bush. Yeah, it's
All right. Key, you ready for your cards?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Those weren't them?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I just talked about your job, kind of. Cool. So your cards here, your black card.
Yeah.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for blank. And I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for literally eating shit.
Ah, those damn kids. You see, I was on the way. I was going to be the fattest man in all New Hampshire. Quite a tremendous success, yes. Oh, but those damn kids. You see, I was on my 4th pie of the night. 13th pie overall in the day. I just put in the next one to the oven. Oh, it was a chocolate fudge pie. It was going to be great. And I turned my eye away for 5 seconds, and I knew something was amiss with the smell and lingering bits of toilet paper. But I was not going to let that discourage me. And so I consumed all I could until my body could consume no longer. And it exhumed all of this shitty fucking pie all over my goddamn kitchen.
Death by chalk shit.
But I'm still trying to get back to that point. As you heard, like before, with my rituals, I no longer really can eat since that moment.
For sure.
Oh no. Okay, so you, in an attempt to become the fattest man of New Hampshire,
Yeah.
You're letting a little shit pie get in your way.
I mean,
you stopped eating past that point.
I mean, I've been drinking a lot, but that just makes me throw up more. Like, there's a problem.
Piss.
I mean, I drink the beer they serve here, so basically,
Yeah.
Savage Honey Comedy Club, serving beer.
man, I just want to infuriate every brand there is. That's my goal on this podcast.
That's a good goal.
2, maybe with my new friendship and encouragement, be able to like finish that pie.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's like in the freezer. Like it's not going
Really?
back. Yeah, like I'm not just gonna leave it in the fridge to spoil. Like it's in the
For
back
sure.
of it.
Yeah, you're not an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's not gonna be moldy. So like I'm working my way back to it.
Yeah, if I were you, I would eat around the shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you not know? Like, could you not smell it shitty?
Like I said,
it was cooking?
It smelled bad, but
Yeah.
like
Most of the stuff you eat probably does, you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah. You're in New Hampshire, you know?
Yeah, like it could just be a breeze coming in.
Okay,
Like,
for sure.
you know,
Yeah.
like there's I'm just saying my biggest focus wasn't on sniffing each pie I eat. It was just
For
about
sure.
eating pies.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
was a little bit of hubris.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I've learned part of my lesson.
Yeah.
You know?
No, like I'm assuming like a shit pie would have like an earthy taste
Umami.
and scent. Like so, yeah. So I'm wondering, like, were you only exclusively eating like sweet pies? Maybe this is a nice break, or were you mixing it up with like chicken?
Well, I mean,
pot
actually,
pies.
weirdly spicy.
Weird.
I think he might have had like peppers or something, which did complement the dark chocolate.
Interesting.
You know, like at first, like overall bad experience.
Yeah.
But there's like this brief second about 4.5 minutes into vomiting where there's like some clarity.
Yeah.
And you get this like, ooh, maybe it's not so. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to figure out ways of recreating it, changing my diet.
Sure.
but also like having just the right amount of shit in there.
I suggest trying Burger King.
Yeah, if you're gonna recreate shit,
I don't want it to be fucking corporate. I don't want it to be fucking,
for sure.
You know, kids paid minimum wage to go and shit in hot grease. Like that's not.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Like
we don't want. Yeah, we do not here at Trevor Has Friends. We do not condone making kids work in general. Making adults work either is kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
but
like
you know,
these fucking 17-year-old kids, like they don't know any better, and this is like their introduction to being an adult is like shitting in Burger King.
Okay, so all right. I have some questions. Do you think was it just one person shit, or was it multiple shits?
I have my suspicions.
Okay, so
you know, like the person who was the fattest man in New Hampshire, even the person who was the second fattest man in New Hampshire,
they shit into a pie pan?
It was probably one of them.
For sure.
You know,
I wonder if it's like a hazing technique, like welcome to the fucking club.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
You eat shit pie like the rest of us now.
Yeah.
I mean, like we said, New Hampshire. It might just be a local delicacy.
For sure.
Yeah. You know, that I don't respect.
Here's the deal. Here's a question. What is the weight difference between where you're at and the actual fattest man in New Hampshire?
Okay, where I am now.
Yeah, like what's the weight difference between the two of you?
Like, what's your goal?
Okay, I was about 2/3 of the way from where I am now, and the fattest man in New Hampshire is.
Okay.
So, you know, like, as you could imagine, like, I wouldn't have been able to do stand-up because I would be able to, like, barely fit through that door.
Yeah,
you know,
for
to
sure.
get in here.
That's reasonable.
I would yell into the club as I yelled into most places at that time.
Yeah. So are you no longer trying to be the fattest person in New Hampshire? Even though you're in California, are you still trying to be the fattest person in New Hampshire?
I am, like I'm trying to get my appetite back to stop, because I've been vomiting for, like, 2 years straight. Wow. That's why I'm down to the weight I am now.
Wow.
Yeah.
This has really affected you deeply.
It has. So I'm planning on gaining that weight, just going there really quickly, getting the certificate, bouncing.
For sure.
My mistake was spending so much time in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That is a great plan, but I do think there is a hitch in your steps. Because if you're going to get fat here, then go to New Hampshire, you're buying so many plane tickets for your fat ass on a plane versus going to New Hampshire while you're young, thin, and taut.
I wouldn't say
then
taut.
Getting fat, and then claiming the title, and then attempting to get back in California with your large, excessive weight. What do you get when you become the fattest man in New Hampshire?
You get like a free iTunes gift card.
And he said a certificate. You get a certificate. What'd you get as being the fattest person in California? Trevor.
For the fattest guy in California, that's easy. What you get is a free ferry ride underneath the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, wow,
and leave you there.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So, well, I think I've come off as way more prejudiced and completely terrible of a person. But I think that's good.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the point. It's
to ruin any future career I have.
100%. Yeah.
Hey, that was explicitly stated.
If you're coming on this podcast, your career is going down like Tower 7. You know what I mean? Like it's
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, dude. Unexplainable. So welcome to the club. Yeah, for a first one, I've seen a lot of these. Not like now I'm a co-host, but I've been on a lot of these. I've seen a lot of these being recorded. That you did a good job popping your cherry, bud.
Oh, that was good. I've heard I've seen a lot, and that wasn't good.
Yeah, that was good.
No,
that was a good little fucking way to talk about eating shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Take it like a champ.
Especially here where people eat a lot of shit. People eat a lot of shit on the stage right here.
And that was the problem.
And you're really killing it, dude. Yeah.
I would have gotten away with it had I not eaten all of that shit.
Literal shit.
That's
You treated the Amber Alert material with grace.
You did.
And honesty.
I also liked how he tried to veer us away, but he was very cool about it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And we did not let that happen.
We did not let it happen. We blew right through and pretended like we didn't hear what you were saying.
Uncool about it. But yeah. Thank you.
Well,
Pete.
I like officially being a friend of someone.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like that's the nice thing.
Yeah, it smells a lot more like French fries than you thought it would be, huh?
I mean,
like a shit pie.
Like
I mean, like Trevor smelled like French fries from afar, so I extrapolated.
Yeah.
You know, I extrapolated for when I'd actually be able to be in podcast distance of him.
He quantified that if he came up here, it was going to smell hella greasy. And he quantified correctly, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah. It oozes out of me, like my charisma. Yes.
What do you got, like a +3? Making that joke made me get a permanent -1.
Roll for it. I can't roll.
Yeah, we
I
need
could.
dice.
I used to be able to roll really well when I was the fattest man in New Hampshire. It just kind of shove and it kept going.
The thing I came back to California was for the hills.
That is, as a person who has been incredibly fat in my lifetime, it's super fun rolling down hills.
It really is.
I'm a super big fan.
No,
Never try to stop yourself.
No, just let it rip, dude. Just let it rip.
I've never been able to, like, I got to like 205 pounds and I freaked out and like got on a diet the next day.
Yeah,
what
no,
was it?
for sure.
Cancer? Boom! Bringing it back.
That's what we call a callback in the business.
Yeah, I've never seen you past 200 pounds. You look really thin.
Yeah.
So glad that diet worked out.
Yeah. My biggest was 9,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Just in butt cheek.
He was starting to tip the scales.
Yeah, you were hauling ass in a wheelbarrow.
You know? Tight, dude. Yeah, that was really good, Key.
Yeah. It was another episode of Trevor Has Friends. Unnumbered because I've lost count.
12.
Here's the deal. Any dedicated listener of the podcast, if you can send Trevor a message or somebody send somebody a message.
Trevor
editor,
Has
send an email to editor@savagehuntermagazine.com, and we'll have you on the podcast if you're local.
Yeah,
how about that? Yeah, you can be on the podcast.
Always welcome to having friends. And if we, like I said earlier, we are in the Savage Henry Comedy Club recording. The doors are open. There's just no one here. But it is April Fool's. Maybe someone's partying. Come catch it if we record. Typically Mondays they do the what? Hey Pete, what do they call the podcast Mondays thing?
Monday Night Pod.
Which is funny because the poster looks like the Monday Night Raw logo.
Yeah, that was.
And I'm totally missing Monday Night Raw right now. And I don't really know how to feel about it because WrestleMania is on Sunday. This is like the go home Raw, but like I'm okay with being with you guys.
I still need to catch up on last week's. That's why I got Hulu. This is not brought to you by Hulu, or you could.
Well, I watched the beginning, and all I'm gonna say is someone whose name rhymes with Brock Lesnar definitely got curb stomped in the center of the ring, and it was pretty dope, and I was pretty bummed to have to come out here, but you guys made it feel all better.
I'm surprised they put hazards like curbs inside the rings.
Well, you know, it's fucking wrestling.
It's a table and curbs match.
It's fake. It's fake, dude. You can shoot people with guns, you know, and just be like, hey, this is fake. It's fine.
Yes, my new wrestling persona has a gun guy.
There's a shooting in a WrestleMania. Like, man, these people are selling so hard.
I am such a mark for firearm violence. Don't shoot up WrestleMania.
Don't shoot up WrestleMania, and if you do, live stream that shit. Because I want to see it. You know what I mean? The government's going to try to shut it down anyway, so let me see it, you know?
Well, this was Trevor Has Friends.
This is...
I think we should sign off ASAP.
Before we're any more legally liable for, like, Now, next time on Trevor Has Inmates.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, I don't want this podcast to be famous for being banned in New Zealand.
Yeah, you also don't want to give Google any reason to try to shut you up and shut it down to the truth.
It's my First Amendment.
It's my first child and my first children's. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, this is fun. I'm stoked. We're back. We're back, baby.
Yeah.
We back.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Together again, Trevor Has Friends.